What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Childish coming back with that next Arena Remix video, episode number 7, featuring Quad Squad, a member of our Epic Fail team. His epic fail was one that we've had before prior to. Back in the day, Rena was the big thing. Chloe didn't get too much talk. So like most people, they summoned a Chloe and then fed it into Rena. Unfortunately, he hasn't been lucky enough to get another Chloe, but he has been lucky enough to get himself some 5-star here. So he got himself Chow, Lag, and he also has himself, I think it's Juno. Excuse me, Juno. So now he didn't talk about his, arena team, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of make the guess based on the units that I see. His his arena is decked out for the most part here, so sitting pretty good. Just continuously work on, upgrading the runes, getting them all to +9 at least, and then continuously working on finding better runes. Speed, hit point, accuracy on Megan. We've all seen it before. Swift is the primary set, so we are good as long as you got that speed set. You should be good. Try to look for a 5-star or better rune there, so you can get yourself a little bit more of a bonus. I think this actually improved after the rune change, so this might be still pretty good. But compare it to some other +12 5-star speed runes that you might see out there. See what you can find. So you got the Despair set up here with defense, hit point, and accuracy. So I'm not really sure if that's the only rune you got. Maybe you had a better rune. Well, you have speed here. But you wanted the 5-star defense rune. I guess you wanted it for the accuracy. So if that's what you want, great. Get out there. Keep on upgrading the rune, though. They'll just leave it at +3. Chow, definitely need to finish out this rune setup here. I'm not sure why you don't even have at least something in there. I'm assuming that you're currently making adjustments on your units, so we'll get that filled in. Attack, attack, attack for Seek, so that's pretty good. Fatal Blade, units are maxed out, looking good. Lag, not really sure what you're doing here. You got attack, 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 but the runes are all over the place. So, figure out what you want to do and try to get himself a primary set on it, whether it's Violent, Despair, Rage, whatever you're trying to do on there. You need one of those primary sets on a big unit like this to emphasize on his, his strength and, take advantage of him in the arena. Let's see here. And then I think the next one that's really sitting good is Amon. Hit point, crit rate, hit point, and looking good. He does have the Oracle, some runes here. Hit points, crit rate, hit points. On this particular one, I would like a Despair set on here, and I would still keep the crit rate on 4-slot setup. Why? Her first attack needs to have the highest amount of crit rate to get the attack bar increase, and with three hits, that's a good opportunity to stun. And then, of course, you got an AoE here that you can turn into a stun by applying that Despair set. A lot of other rune combinations that you can throw out there, but of course, like I said, I think the Despair set with this particular unit does wonders, and it has a really nice passive, so really, really cool to use in the dungeons as well as the spacing out the arena. So. I guess the question that you had here was, I'm struggling with runes because I can't do B7 giants. There's your problem right there. You're trying to set this goal for yourself because you have, I'm guessing because you have really strong natural born units, Dragonite, Lag, and the Oracle, as well as, Tyron and some other good units. You're like, I guess you're thinking, I have such good units, I should be able to do B7 Giants, when in all reality, you should be sitting there trying to auto, B5 and, making the improvements so that you can eventually auto B6. So, I get this a lot with a lot of people. I just did another, review on Kendrick. I talked to him in the emails, but you guys, and this goes for everybody, because I know you've had this situation before, and I get this. This is probably one of the most asked questions I get. Hey, take a look at my units, and feel free to make any comments or suggestions. This is my goal, and I can't understand why I can do it because there's people with worse units than me being able to do it. And again, it's nothing that I haven't said already. It comes down to runes and the optimization of your team for the dungeon in order to capitalize on getting those runes consistently. You're coming at me with a question on, getting B7s when in all reality, some of your primary units don't even have their runes completely set. You're losing out on potential stats, substats, secondary stats, primary setups to allow yourself to provide control in the dungeons or provide utility in the dungeon. You know what units you got that are really, really good, but it kind of comes down to balancing them out and getting them up there where you need to be. As far as support unit goes, you got Kona, you got Shannon, but again, as you can see with both, you're not, you don't have your runes set up, you don't have things set up, and it looks like you're making the arrangements to possibly 6-star, Rogue. Okay, and then again, this kind of goes back to what I said in the past with other people. If you're focusing on trying to get, all these units 6-star, a 6-star unit is not going to do too much for you if the remaining 4 or 5 members on your team, whatever is, dungeons you're doing, are weak, are not at that caliber. A 6-star Chow is not going to allow you to auto B7 giants if your runes on the other 4 units are subpar or unorganized or whatever. So again, my man here, Quad Squad, obviously don't take it personally. This is not towards you. This is towards everybody. Everyone has to think about that topic of making the switch and dialing it down a notch and just kind of going back to the basics and figuring out what you need to do to get the job done. So for those that are in this same scenario, I highly suggest going back to my Critical Thinking with Childish series and looking at the arena videos for optimizing your team for arena, but more importantly, if you're trying to get the runes, the dungeon optimization team, and making sure that you have all the right units to provide yourselves the utility needed to successfully clear giants levels. All right, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into a little arena and let's see what we can do here. We have ourselves an interesting array of units, so let's see what we can do. I guess we'll go ahead and include this will be interesting. It's a lot of water here. Those mono teams, man. And of course, if we throw any fire in there, it's gonna be a interesting scenario because we have all the water units are gonna be going against fire. So let's go ahead and do it like that. And gosh, yeah, I want to put in the Hellhound in there, but I can't. It's just gonna get wrecked. And with Amon in there and the arena, it's just gonna be hard to take it down. The arena is 4 stars, so we'll just go ahead and throw it in there. Ugh. Sorry for the noise there. Trying to adjust myself. I got a little bit of a back pain, so trying to get over that. Let's see if we can take this out. All right. Looks like Megan is providing the extra DPS needed to get the job done. Go ahead and finish this out here. Now, of course, I'm not really sure what his current team is, but I think his units here should be able to get the job done for the most part. Alrighty. Slowly but surely, those arenas are no fun, but at least it's only 4 stars, so their shield is not too big. Alrighty. Moving along. Ooh.
That team we need to stay away from. Yeah, Ramagos is a beast. It's a lot of heals. Oh, something tells me we can take this team down. I think we can. If anything, we'll clear a couple extra on the thing on his list, and we'll talk about the dungeon stuff. So, for those that haven't seen the video, maybe you came to the channel a little bit later than some. Early on, I had a lot of focus on different strategies and tactics and just kind of overall theory craft on the game that has helped a lot of people in the past. So, one of those topics was dungeon optimization and trying to figure out, what are the best units, to have in the dungeon. And I never really thought it was a matter of the best units. I mean, obviously some units shine over some others. But I think the focus should have been on, do you have all the right hostile as well as friendly buffs and debuffs, to get the job done. And that comes with a support unit that provides, some kind of attack or defense, attack power buff or defense mitigation buff. That will also include, if you have yourself a 1 to 2 kind of healers, maybe one that's a percentage based heal, or a healer that has an ability to remove hostile effects. Having that, having an attack, having some kind of a slow. So kind of, whether it's single target or AoE, obviously an AoE slow would be very, very good. Putting the slow on the towers to allow you to get the job done without having all these hostile effects put on you from their towers, whichever zone you're taking out or whatever. So let's see. And then if you're having struggle clearing up to the zone, having maybe one of your units have some kind of crowd control type effect to kind of help clear out the crystals or the giants, whatever. Any kind of CC, stuns, sleep, provoke, whatever. But I think the biggest things are the attack debuff, the slow, your defense mitigation or attack power buff, and then maybe a bonus on speed. Any kind of friendly buff is going to be good here. So some of the key units that you'll see getting thrown around a lot, as far as support units: Shannon, Bernard, Lulu, Kona. Let's see what we got here: Amon, Darian, Belladium, Acasis. Quite a lot of them out there. Quite a lot of them. And of course, that's probably just half of them. Oh, let's see what we got. This, of course, is his attack is not. His hit points are not below 30, so it's not gonna be that strong. The mistake I made here is bringing Amon in here. We got ourselves a person that can reduce the critical rate. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. I think we're going to lose Amon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Actually. Damn. Those guys be hitting it up. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Amon's our support unit. Take this down. It was a bad choice to bring it in and trying to save that that attack here. Are we at 30%? Should be at 30% now. Ooh. Oh, that's amazing. And of course, I'm going to get the opportunity to attack, and now everyone got their buff on. Gross. Alright, let's not waste any more time. Yeah, don't ever, if Amon is your only support there, don't bring Amon into a fight with the cases, obviously. Fail. Fail, fail, fail. Let's go ahead, and we should be good with this one. This 5-star arena will take a little bit with Amon, but we should be able to knock it out. Boom, boom. Try to get that stun down. Try to take this one out. I don't want it to have extra buffs here. Looks like their Rogue has a what's it called? Violent spec? Let's go and try to lock him down here because I don't want him taking out my Chimera. Whoops, fail. Attacked the wrong one. Oh, did I just do it again? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. Oh, no critical hit. Where are we at on that? Gosh. Beneficial blocker's on, so there we go. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. What we got down here? Let's do one more. Oh, stay away from the cases. Jupiter Jazz. Jupiter Jazz. Ooh. Lucian. How fast is your 159? Well, we'll gamble. We'll gamble. I don't know how fast people's Megans are at this stage, so we'll gamble. Ooh, yeah, kill him. Ooh. Get him. Yeah, win Chimera, OP. He's so strong. That third skill, man, it's great. I love it. I love to see it with violent spec. Oh man, real strong here. Real strong. Super strong. Yeah. Let's see. Boom, boom. All right. So hopefully the provoking will keep him from attacking. Looks like we got him. Boom, boom. So yeah, I mean, obviously, with regards to your current level, I know it's just a recent arena reset, but you got some good solid units. It just comes down to getting the runes set up, and then for those that you haven't awakened, going back to the grind and getting those all awakened. Some of your best units here, Chow, Juno. You got the Death Knight too as well. A lot of work involved. McKean. Definitely in the cases. Oh god, that's a game changer right there. It looks like you're working on it. As far as dungeon, like that will help you out greatly. The opportunity to reduce critical damage will be good, but a lot of things to work on, man. Hopefully, again, you take the information with a grain of salt, as well as everybody. You know, a lot of the people, you know, they just get in that thought process like, oh, I got a 5-star unit, that means I can auto Dragons B10. Like, no, it doesn't. You need to go back to the grind, get those runes, you know, and leave the, you know, what does it say at the gym, right? Leave your ego at the door. It doesn't matter how much you can bench, squat, or deadlift. You know, it comes down to that technique, the form, being smart about your training, right? Look at me relating bodybuilding to the video games. You know, everyone, you know, if I can max 400, that means I can do it all. Like, no. You got to take a step back sometimes. You know, one step forward, was it? 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There you go. So yeah, work on those awakening, work on those units, and then, you know, set up your team to utilize all the various hostile effects as well as beneficial effects in order to clear it consistently. So I'd say just, you know, work on autoing B5 for now, and then, you know, once you get the strength to auto B6 without even looking at the screen, then, you know, auto B6, so on and so forth. So, all right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. This is Arena Remix, but again, a little bit more talking on just some other side topics, you know, so because I think it relates to a lot of people. So hopefully you guys all take that in. For some of you beginner and intermediate players, definitely something to pay attention to. So again, dungeon optimization, I think that was somewhere around the number 6 on the Critical Thinking with Childish series. Just if you go to my main channel, YouTube channel, there's a playlist for all the Critical Thinking with Childish videos. Take a look at that, and again, I encourage you, if you have the time, you know, look at the titles and see which ones would benefit you the most, because there's really some good content in there that I know that a lot of people, you know, have not, you know, taken a look at. So, alrighty, we'll go ahead and cut it off right there, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Childish, or ChildishPlays, checking out. Take care. We'll see you next time.